Hey Jimmy, how you doing?
Good.
Let's see. Let's get our 6 feet right here of social distancing,
Okay.
and let's be responsible citizens.
All right.
Here.
So you stay leaning back. Don't come any closer.
I will. Hey, thanks for taking the time to be with us. And you and I just talked about updating our congregation on what are some of the things that are happening at church, some prayer requests, and really what your heart is for Easter and what's been on your heart through what we're going through.
Oh my. Well, this is kind of the Christian Super Bowl week, and for a lot of reasons. But there are some great things that are going on. I'm going to talk, if you don't mind, personally, and I think there's some awesome things going on congregationally. One of the things that, as I was driving in, you'd asked me if I would do this, and was driving in today, and I just happened to remember an old intro that ABC Sports used to use. Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sports, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. And I thought, wow.
That's when the guy would come off and would on the skis and tumble.
Absolutely. I mean, nobody remembers the thrill of victory parts. You know, the weightlifter dude, and I think there was a tennis player, and there was a cowboy riding to 8 seconds or whatever it is. But everybody remembers the guy that tanked at the end of the ski jump. And this week, I think, is a reminder of that spectrum, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, we live with on a day-to-day basis, if not a weekly basis, for sure a lifetime basis. But for me, it's been a time of agony, watching some of our members not respond well to chemotherapy, to cancer that threatens their lives. And going into this season, my heart hurts. It's broken because it looks like we may lose some folks, and that's hard. We're still trusting God, believing, hoping that He'll step in and change the course, but my heart's heavy. My heart's heavy with this coronavirus thing. It's really wrecked some people's lives. Really, here in Kerrville, we probably haven't experienced that, at least that I know of, on a close personal basis. But we've seen it turn the globe upside down. The fear, the paranoia that has made its way into our homes. Also, just simply, I have seen this. Several of our members have had some of their savings racked. And tomorrow and next week and next year is uncertain. The market's really in a tough place right now. So all of those things come together, and I definitely would fit into the category of agony. But at the same time, in my own life, and I know you've experienced this too, there's some great things going on. Personally, it was a tough time for me. How do I respond? What do I say to our church family? I didn't have the words for it, and God gave those to me. I mean, it was a huge victory for me. And in a time of uncertainty, God, what do I say? I've never been through a pandemic in my life. And here I'm going to be speaking online, which is kind of online, which is funky, and there's no congregation there. And what do you even say? And so all that. So that was a big yay, God. But also, my grandbaby was born. She comes into the world to some high-risk parents that they knew going into this that their pregnancy could be troublesome, and also the child might come in with some birth defects. And little Abby Michelle comes into the world. It looked like she was going to be in the lower 5 percentile of baby weight. We were praying for 6 pounds, and she came into the world at 7 pounds. But all the while, I just got to tell you, that was unnerving for us when we heard that she was behind in baby weight, and such a low percentile of average babies who are growing in their mother's stomachs. And so we asked the church to pray, and He hears all of our prayers, but He said yes to this one and responded in a way that just was, yay! I mean, it was the thrill of victory. So this week, I think, shows that, and we see it in Jesus experiencing it through some of the most tragic things that a human being can experience. He experiences betrayal of a friend. Actually, he's sold out by a friend. He experiences injustice. He experienced probably some of the most incredible torture that human beings can experience. But one of the things he goes through that nobody would wish even on their enemy, and that is to have someone who's tortured to death because of something someone else is responsible for. They didn't do this, and yet they experience a horrific death. So anyway, Jesus experiences that on Friday, and then God doesn't allow ugliness and darkness and meanness and injustice to have the last word. On Sunday, he raises him from the dead, and we celebrate that this